It is an absolutely glorious afternoon. The sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. It's very nice and warm indeed. And John, hopefully the weather setting is matched by Woking's performance. They really don't want just to go through the motions for the remaining 11 games of the season.
No, definitely not. And as I say, Tuesday night, you'd have thought they had everything to play for. You'd have thought they were the ones really who were pushing for a playoff spot, not Bromley. So it was very, very encouraging. As you say, more needed today against the Wrexham side, who always seem to make life difficult for themselves, don't they? They really, really do, because, you know, they're really much too big a club to be in this division.
When I was doing my prep, I didn't realise that this is Wrexham's 13th season in a row in the National League. They've only made the playoffs 4 times in the previous 12 seasons, and obviously hoping to go better than that this season. They make one change from the team that ended a 3-match losing streak on Tuesday night with a 4-0 win at FC Halifax. Reece Hall-Johnson at right wing back. That's the one change. Hall-Johnson coming in for Tyler French, who drops to the bench. The referee, by the way, is David Richardson from Derbyshire. Woking in their red and white half shirts, black shorts and red and black hoop socks. Will be playing from left to right in this first half, attacking the Leslie Gosden stand away to our right hand side. Wrexham in green shirts, white shorts and white socks. Moussa Diarra clears for Woking. It was Dalby's first goal in his 6th Woking appearance. I think both myself and Ian Nicholson were impressed with his work rate once Woking went down to 10 men last Saturday, as the flag eventually goes up against Jordan Davis. Wrexham have it inside Woking's half. Davis plays it out to Reece Hall-Johnson over on the far side. He cuts infield on his left foot, tries a shot, blocked by the giant Woking defender Moussa Diarra. A couple of players lunge in for a 50-50. The Woking player stays down. Here's Hall-Johnson with a cross that fizzes through the 6-yard box. It'll be a goal kick to Woking, but the Woking bench absolutely furious that nothing was given for the challenge over on the far side. The Woking player has stayed down.
It's Kretschmar.
And we're on the far side of the pitch for those of you watching on the Cards live stream from the Woking website. Young again, good delivery in towards the 6-yard box, and it's cleared off the line. And Woking have just about managed to get it out over on the far side for a throw-in. And that was a very important block by the Woking defender. It looked for all the world like Wrexham had broken the deadlock.
Yeah, just went through everyone, and Lofthouse was luckily on the post and had stayed on the post and did really, really well to clear his lines.
Absolutely doing his job there, young Kyron Lofthouse on loan from Oxford United. I know Alan Dowson is very keen to get him signed up for next season. I'm sure Oxford United will be pretty happy with that arrangement as well, with the amount of game time he's got this season. Long throw into the Woking penalty area. It's flicked up. What a save from Craig Ross, and then the rebound is volleyed over the crossbar. Jamie Record will not believe how that hasn't ended up in the back. That a wonder save from Craig Ross, and it remains 0-0.
Well, as you say, what a save, because he was going the other way and then stuck out a really strong left hand to sort of pour it away. And how the Wrexham player following up didn't put it in the net, I have no idea. And even run with the ball, you know, run at defenders.
Speaking of which, nice little run there by Ferdinand to get Cooper in space. He tries a shot from 30 yards, hits Dibble, and unfortunately for Woking, it falls straight to a Wrexham defender, and the visitors are able to clear away. And finally, it does come from Dior Angus. Angus is back to the goal. He's pinned in a little bit by the corner flag, but he does way to get away from Tommy Block, and he plays it square to Young. The ball into the box, and the referee has given a penalty. It was a challenge from Gehring, I think. It was played into the area. It looked like Davis had just got away from Gehring for a fraction. Again, it was a little bit touch and go as to whether Davis went over the leg or Gehring's leg made Davis go down. But the referee has pointed to the spot, and Wrexham here with a chance to break the deadlock. It's Luke Young, right-footed, a shortish run-up. Craig Ross with his arms outstretched on the goal line, and Young steps up and he sends Craig Ross the wrong way. Excellently dispatched by the Wrexham number 8, Luke Young, with his 8th goal of the season. And after 37 minutes, it's Woking 0, Wrexham 1.
Yeah, well, it's harsh, isn't it? It really is. But that is the problem, you know, if you're not able to really mount a goal threat, you're always vulnerable.
And Wrexham, they've won 12 and drawn 2 of the 14 National League games where they've scored first this season. As Jack Cook dives in and he misses it, Jamie Record heads into the middle. Woking defenders around him, and Record really had to release the ball earlier there, and eventually Cook stabs it away, comes back to Young. Young with the ball into the box. Diarra dove underneath it. I think he must have thought it was either going out or Ross had made a shout, and thankfully Dior Angus couldn't get there. That could have been a massive rick from Diarra. Thankfully, it came to nothing, but it is Woking 0, Wrexham 1.
And I wondered what he was doing for a minute. I thought he'd slipped.
In this first half, but you know, maybe not in the attacking third as much as they'd like, as Guerin comes miles for a header, misses it, and now he's slightly out of position, but thankfully for Woking, Wrexham have pushed it wide rather than through the middle. Here's Record on the left, dinks it in, too close to Craig Ross. There was a half an appeal for a penalty from Omatoyo, but I think it was just him. Christian Dibble, I'm sure, will take all the time he can with this goal kick. His team leading 1-0 in the very final stages of this opening half from the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Gavin Dennison and John Moore with you on the BBC Surrey website, the BBC Sport app, and on the Cards live stream. There is the half-time whistle and Luke Young's 37th minute penalty. The difference between the two sides with Sam Dalby and Zach Robinson up front. Wrexham playing a 3-5-2 formation, if you like, with Christian Dibble in goal, a back three of Fikra Kelleher, Sean Pearson and Mark Carrington. Reece Hall-Johnson is the right wing-back, Jamie Record is the left wing-back, then a midfield three of Jordan Davis, Luke Young and Paul Rutherford, and then a front two of Gold Omatoyo and Dior Angus. Woking attacking the goal away to our right-hand side. It's a deep cross, too close to Christian Dibble from Jack Cook. Out to the far side, the Woking right, Jack Cook cuts in field, into Dalby. Dalby has a couple of options, slides it out to Tommy Block, back to Cooper, first time cross, Dalby knocks it down and then it's fired over the crossbar from Jack Cook, who continued his run. It was on his weaker left foot, to be fair, but it was a really nice, again, that's probably Woking's best build-up play, the best ball into the box anyway, and Jack Cook couldn't capitalise, still 1-0 to Wrexham. And again, Luke Young with that excellent right foot of his, standing over this free kick. It's fired in towards the near post, and Craig Ross took that on the half volley very well indeed, because there were bodies flashing across in front of him. Here's John Moore.
Yeah, you know, Woking again started brightly.
Here's Omatoyo over on the far side. He's quickly closed down though. Red and white shirts surrounding him. Back to Luke Young. Chips a ball over the top and Cooper misjudged the flight, and it's picked up by Dior Angus over on the left-hand side. Now it comes back here to Record with a good first-time cross. Omatoyo misses it, and then Hall-Johnson fires it into the back post, and Wrexham have doubled their lead. Sloppy defending from the Cards. They look at each other, they raise their arms in frustration, but it's Wrexham who are celebrating. 51 minutes gone, Woking 0, Wrexham 2.
Yeah, really poor goal to give away, really. All the Woking defenders got sucked into the middle. Just completely left Paul Johnson totally unmarked. You have to say, it was a decent finish though. He had quite a lot to do still.
He did.
He was very, very composed, just sort of really stroked at home.
Now here's Hodges, halfway inside the Wrexham half, twisting and turning. Tried to play a 1-2 with Kretschmar, but it bounces to Cooper. Now here's Lofthouse, better from Woking, good patient build-up play. Lofthouse, 25 yards out, into the feet on the edge of the turn, and it's shot just wide. Really good play from Woking, and Kretschmar just couldn't wrap his left foot around it and hit the target. That was really nice stuff from the home side. Straight swap, Jay Harris, the experienced midfielder, is on, Paul Rutherford is off, and Harris returning from a 2-game suspension. Those remaining Woking subs, by the way, 3 academy graduates, Leo Hamblin, Jack Skinner and Sam Evans, plus John Taysmith. Here's a chance here for Jordan Davis, who can't hit the target from 20 yards. Kretschmar and Cooper have both stepped out their run-ups. Let's see who hits it. Kretschmar into the wall, comes back to Kretschmar, and it's just nicked off his toe by Luke Young, and he's won another free kick. This one is right on the sort of the point where the D meets the penalty. Again, the Wrexham defenders are furious, and Kretschmar rather slow to get back to his feet. Kretschmar limps his way into the penalty area to maybe prove a little bit of a distraction.
And it's fair to say that Cooper is going to put his laces through this one.
Cooper steps up right-footed and he launches it well over the crossbar, and again it's poor. A like-for-like swap, and Tyler French coming on for Reece Hall-Johnson in that right wing-back position. And a good afternoon's work for Hall-Johnson. Took his goal very nicely indeed, John Moore.
Yes, he did. Obviously given a lot of space and time, but he kept his head and just stroked it home.
And there is a third change for Wrexham, and Dior Angus is coming off, and coming on is Chris Sang, who was signed on non-contract forms. I think both teams would probably take 2-0 at the moment.
Yep.
Throw-in has come into the penalty area. It goes, twisting and turning. Low cross comes over and it's cleared away by Charlie Cooper very calmly indeed, as about 4 or 5 players rush towards the near post. I think the best case scenario from now is maybe a debut goal for Sam Evans, or a first goal, but here's a chance here. Omotoyo is through, 1-on-1, and he scores. Lovely little dink over Craig Ross, and it's 3 goals and 3 points for Woking. Another desperately disappointing afternoon for the Cards, who are now 5 games without a win at home. First minute of stoppage time at the end of the game. It's Woking 0, Wrexham 3.
Yeah, and the centre of Woking's defence opened up like a chasm, and again forward kept his head, didn't do anything silly and just sort of dinked it really.
Clearance by Wrexham though goes to Diarra, now back to Cooper and Ben Gehring. Gehring looks up, he'll certainly have an afternoon he wants to forget, and he has his pocket pick there by Jordan Davis, and through to Sang. Can he make it 4-0? He's round the goalkeeper, he's pushed wide, and a sliding challenge from Jack Cook concedes the corner, and Ben Gehring had a nightmare there. What was he doing? Unfortunately, he's been bailed out by Jack Cook.
Yeah, he was just dawdling on the ball, too slow.
In comes the set piece in the end. Diarra brings it away, stabs it up towards halfway, where it's taken down really nicely by Jordan Davis. Gets away from Evans. Davis, left-footed shot comes in, and it's 4-0. And that is a very cruel go for Woking to see. They've been the second best side, but they haven't deserved to lose like this. 96th minute, a great strike from Jordan Davis means it's Woking 0, Wrexham 4.
Well, fabulous hit.
The ref can certainly call this one now, as Woking get us back underway. The referee has a quick check at the watch. The ball is launched forward, headed away by Fikra Keller, and there goes the full-time whistle for the 3rd game in a row. Woking have conceded 4 goals at home. Unlucky today to concede 4, but maybe what they got at the other end was just about right. 1 shot on target, no goals scored at home. It's another sorry afternoon for Woking here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. It's now just 1 win in 11, no wins in 5 at home.
Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any of our content, and click the bell to get notifications.